So what if you don't have a license to kill? Find your inner secret agent with the new JB1 camera. The JB stands for Bond, James Bond. And like something from Q's lab, this tiny camera fits inside a metal case disguised as a lighter. Just flip, snap, and close before anyone knows you've caught them in the act. For more covert ops, use the surveillance mode to take pictures at preset intervals from 1 to 90 minutes. This multifunction device packs a video recorder, voice memo function, and data storage into a small package, because whether you're 007 or an amateur sleuth, size matters.
It's an achievement of engineering that will take, in all, a decade of planning, 8 years of construction, 1,200 workers, 130 million pounds of steel, and 2.5 billion.
This is probably the opportunity of a lifetime for me. I sincerely doubt that I'll ever be able to work on a project of this cost and complexity again in my career.
Building a bridge this huge won't just take lots of time and money. It'll take a special roster of super tools. The clamshell dredge. The pile driver. Like jack. And the submerged arc welder.
It's midnight. The British are almost 170 miles behind.
I think it's probably not as bad as it looks from here. Hills always get more shortened when you're looking up them, so it does look like a wall of ice. But I would guess that we should get up it, probably with a bit of pushing and shoving on the sledges.
The sledges are too heavy just to be pulled by dogs. It takes pushing power, too.
They go through fits and starts. Sometimes it's all you can do to keep up with them. And then other times they're just slow and you've got to really put your back into it. Keep the thing moving. Because what you don't want is this thing to stop. Because when it stops, it's a nightmare to get started again.
Regrouped at the top of the glacier's first rise, Bruce changes tactics.
I think we're just going to have everyone on one sledge at a time. The heaviest first, because that slope you'll feel the weight, even though the dogs are stronger, you'll feel the weight much more so. So I think yours first.
Definitely.
And then all of us on it.
Basically.
I'm going to use this harness. I don't have ski sticks, unfortunately, but to make it easier. 3, 2, 1.
Go! 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 Go!
1/2 mile takes 40 minutes. There are still 2 more sledges to bring up.
We've got miles to go.
Arthur is left with the next sledge. The others start the whole process over again.
It really is, today it's quite daunting and makes you realise how heavy they are and how much effort's required. Awesome.
God!
This time it takes only 25 minutes. After 3 hours, all 3 sledges are up. There are still 2.5 miles to the top of this glacier.
It's hard work. It's really hard work.
On December 19, 1911, despite the bitter cold, Scott remained indefatigably optimistic.
We stepped off this afternoon at the rate of 2 miles or more an hour, with a very satisfactory result of 17 statute miles to the good for the day. For your own ear, also, I am exceedingly fit and can go with the best of them.
The Beardmore ascent provided a major morale boost. He had done in 10 days what had taken Shackleton 3 weeks. Man-hauling the entire way, his men were tired and hungry, but Scott's competitiveness was contagious.
Nobody goes to the south who isn't a natural competitor, and man-hauling provided an environment which brought out all those qualities that distinguish men like Scott and Bowers and Teddy Evans. You only have to look at their diaries for the ascent of the Beardmore to see that however much they might resent Scott's leadership, however much they hated what they were doing, it brought out in them a determination and resources of courage that made them very reluctant to fail in front of Scott. This was one of the great keys of his leadership, I think, that nobody wished to let him down. Nobody wanted to be seen to be less than he was.
20 hours after breaking camp the afternoon before, the British team reaches the top of their second glacier and their next depot.
Whoa!
I think today's been, without doubt, the best day of the whole expedition. It's been fantastic. The weather's held, the dogs have just done marvels, and these guys have just pulled 400 kilogram sledges up the most steep slope I've ever seen, so nothing other than a fantastic day. All concerned, brilliant.
I've man-hauled with 100 kilo sledges, and I can remember every single day was hard work. Every day you went to the tent, you just went, I'm finished, I'm completely done in. And you know, so far on this trip, I've never felt like that, well, apart from today, really. I've never felt like that because it just felt like a long day in the hills. But today, I think, was a real test of man and animal. And oh, we succeeded. Look where we are.
Bruce's decision to keep the dogs has saved the strength of his men. It might have saved Scott's.
We've needed these guys so far because I just don't think we're physically capable of doing the whole 1,200 miles by ourselves. We needed the dogs, as Scott did. He needed horses and dogs to get him to the Beardmore. And we've needed them this far as well, haven't we? But when you've gone, it's over to us.
The British will press on, but staying warm will be the biggest challenge.
It's just a constant struggle to keep the circulation going in my hands and my feet.
Big enough to cause trouble for another team member.
Most cops are proud of their uniform, and the officer who's pulled over this car for speeding is particularly well dressed. He's wearing this season's must-have accessory.
She's doing 88 miles an hour.
The bulletproof vest. Even a routine traffic stop like this one can quickly turn into a life-threatening situation.
She's doing 88 miles an hour.
But not when you're wearing the right outfit. So it's not really clothes that make the man, but clothes that save the man.